The monetary system we have today, or capitalism, doesn't actually measure true wealth. It measures scarcity. So the product of this incentive system will create just that, scarcity. Science and technology is amazing. Each technological revolution gives us a chance, the opportunity to change our power structure. The changes in this power structure can lead to new societies. Whether we follow along with this arbitrary notion, this false incentive system we created, or consciously understand wealth and follow along with true value. And now that we're getting the steep part of that exponential curve of technological evolution, we're just going to let every single one of those technological revolutions just get dictated by capitalism. We're going to let this arbitrary incentive system just create the future, generate the power structures that we have in our system. No. We're doing the Industrial Revolution. There was only one little small revolution, the beginning of that exponential curve. The value systems you see today, which was hundreds of years ago, same value system, never questioned where it brought us. It's the manifestation of capitalism. Now we have great opportunities in energy production and communication, two things that are at the heart of how societies structure themselves. And we have vastly different decentralized energy productions, like solar panels, wind turbines. We must fight for these technologies to remain decentralized and not owned, controlled, operated by the elite few. Same goes for the internet. Very resilient, decentralized structure. Let's keep it uncensored, uncontrolled, and allow for open communication to all. And we can even make it more decentralized by creating a nodal server platform. The more servers, the more resilient, and the less able it is for elite control. Technological evolution is not going to solve our problems. We need a social evolution alongside with it, consciously developing the power structures we create from these amazing opportunities. And since technology is a double-edged sword, and it's our mind that literally shapes it, some say that our technological evolution is too fast for our social evolution. There may be some truth to that. But what humans do is we apply what we know to the world, so we're definitely not going backwards. It'd be worse to stay the same. We must go forward. But we've got ourselves into this far. Created climate change, environmental destabilization. We can't stop here, we must progress. New science, new technology, get ourselves out of it. And yes, in a socially conscious order. So we now must view this as a transitionary period to develop more sophisticated science, more sophisticated societies. And this hierarchy structures, corporations, dictatorships, governments, all of this environmental destabilization, climate change must be viewed as a transitionary period as well. In the future, we can apply science and technology to the betterment of humanity and society. This is not to say I'm a techno-optimist or even optimistic about the future entirely. It's just to acknowledge that today and what we experience today is temporary. Quite amazing to live today though. The advancements in technology and understanding, the devaluation of dogma, and the forces of climate change, generating new technologies and a new way of thinking about society is a sustainable goal, which we're all kind of brought on by the open access to internet. Right alongside with it, we have the technological feasibility to really change. It's a common argument, oh, every generation, everyone forgets everything. Everyone forgets who the enemy is, the names change. You know, it was slavery, now it's economic slavery. It's kind of out of our field of view. There's these cycles, you know, 300 years, new power structures. But look at that tiny little fraction of what you're actually seeing. Tiny bit of humanity. What's constant through it? Take the equation of everything. You're changing little tidbits here and there, changing a few ideas, changing the variables, but what's constant? What's constant is that value system. The value system's generating this over and over. This inequality and despair, crashing and generating more wealth again. Change that constant, you get something very different. And this doesn't have to be a reoccurring cycle of what we've seen in the past. It's our chance now. We have all these revolutions happening, technological, social, they're always there. They're just squashed by this top-down media, by the status quo. They're truly squashed by the lack of this conscious realization of what our value system is. What real value, attainable value is, not this arbitrary scarcity measuring value. And then you won't get fooled by these market ideologies where your optimism may lead you to fail. So find your intellectual niche. Find that area that you can fight for what's right. Just see yourself in context of history. Are you the Luddites? Or are you the innovators? Are you the person using straw man arguments to devalue people's ideas? Or are you generating new ideas and collaborating? Question everything you can and let's progress.